Hey, good evening and welcome from the Blue Ash Sports Center at Crosley Field for tonight's opening games of the 2020 CABL baseball season. I'm Jason Ehrhardt along with Ray Sterling here as we get set to kick off the 2020 season with two great games on tap. In Game 1, it's Adrian Schau and the new look Sting taking on the reigning Player of the Year Tyler Shunk and the Bulls. Game 2 will feature teams that split a pair of games last year. That would be the Dragons and the Flying Tigers. Should be two good games. Hopefully you stick around with us all night. With that, I'd like to welcome in the other half of the two Cutoff Men, tonight's color analyst and executive producer, the one and only Ray Sterling. And boy, does it feel good to be back out here.
Oh, you're not kidding. It's nice out. It's a little warm, but we got a nice little breeze, and the field looks beautiful. So I'm looking forward to getting this game going tonight, and we'll see how these guys do, and especially with the new look Sting. Bulls added a few guys, so this should play out to be a pretty good game.
Well, that it should. And last year the Bulls took both games on opening day. They beat the Sting 11-1. Tyler Shunk with a grand slam and 6 ribbies in that game. They played again in July. Bulls took that one too. They won 10-3. And the Bulls scored 6 runs late in that game to pull away, so it was a tight one. Historically, the Sting have owned the series 32-7, but 4 of the Bulls' wins have been since 2017, so they've gotten the upper hand over the last 3 to 4 seasons.
And we're back, and we're ready for the first pitch of the season.
Here we go. Brett Miller rocks and delivers, and we are underway as Jared Deppenbrock swings through the first pitch, and the 2020 season has officially begun.
Yeah, you see that swing first pitch. Guys are ready to play ball.
And Deppenbrock's got a nice swing. Even when he misses, it looks good. 0-1 pitch from Miller. That's taken a little bit up, ball 1. That'll even up the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sting outfield playing Deppenbrock pretty much straight away. Wind blowing from the left to the right. Shouldn't be much of a factor, at least we hope not tonight.
Yeah, usually ball doesn't really carry very well here anyway. Right center field, it kind of does. Ball 1 low there. So
Miller's pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike. As Miller walked 44 batters in 96 innings last year. He's prone to the walk from time to time. Miller's 2-1 pitch swung on and missed by Deppenbrock. That'll even up the count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, it's nice to hear the sounds of the bat hitting the ball behind us in some of the other games.
Yeah.
As long as one of these foul balls doesn't come up and hit us, we have our back to the kids' game behind us.
Yeah, we hear the heads up. We'll have to keep looking.
Break-even pitch taken up high for ball 3, so the count now full on Deppenbrock. He was a .338 hitter last year. He drew 19 walks. He's tough out, top of that lineup. Miller gets the sign, looks in, and ready for the payoff pitch. It's taken inside, ball 4 to Deppenbrock after falling behind 1-2. He draws the leadoff walk, and he'll trot on down to first base.
That's the big thing you want to do with Brett is, we talk about him being a rubber arm, but still, make him throw a lot of pitches. Try to, especially first game out, try to get him tired, see if you get into the bullpen, see how you can get things done.
Deppenbrock stole 7 bags last year. That'll bring Michael Dunk into the plate. Dunk, .361 hitter last year. He will go the opposite way, big lefty. Miller chases Deppenbrock back to the bag with a throw to Rank at first.
I don't think that was his best move.
Yeah, I think he's saving a good one. If we had the video here, you'd probably concur.
Well, we could see that on the replay.
We could.
Rink is.
He got him. Pick him off. He got Deppenbrock at first base. I think, Ray, you were right. He saved a good move. He had Deppenbrock leaning, and he threw over there and got him with the good move, so kind of lulled him to sleep a little bit.
Yeah, that was a nice move on the second move, like we talked about. Wasn't a good one the first time, but he just timed it. Getting back, Rink is actually videoing this game, and we're going to try to tie our audio into the game as well. So see how that works out.
First pitch to Duncan, taking high, ball 1. Yeah, Dave does a great job. Not only does he video the games, he'll edit it down so you really only see the important parts.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Miller rocks and delivers. The 1-0 pitch taken on the outside corner, strike 1. Duncan, a veteran, 7th or 8th year around with the Bulls. He will hit the ball to the left side. That's one problem we've always had with him. He's good at plunking it over to the other side there.
Yeah, he'll spray it. There's a
Speaking of spraying it, he hits one into right field for a base hit past Shao into right field. So the first hit of the 2020 CABL season belongs to Michael Duncan. Save that ball.
Yeah, get that one away. So we got 2 other games going on tonight as well.
Yeah, so we alluded to it in the pregame. The Chiefs and the Hooks playing up at Foundation. Hooks trying to begin defense of that title again, and looks like we have a pinch runner here, right? Who do we have out there running for Duncan?
I can't tell who it is. We are a little up in the.
We're up a little bit, yeah.
Up a little bit. We'll find out who that pinch runner is.
Double slotted there. That'll bring Tyler Shunk to the plate. No explanation needed on Shunk, League Player of the Year last year. He takes first pitch strike. Shunk hit 500 last year. His excellence behind the plate is unmatched.
Yes.
He's a difference maker back there for certain.
One of the best catchers I've ever seen.
He's incredible. All-Star Game MVP. You name it. Miller comes set, 0-1 pitch, swung on ground ball right side. That'll go over to Shao. He'll flip on over to Rink, and that'll take care of Shunk as the pinch runner moves on down to second base. So put Shunk in the book 4-3.
Nice play by Shao. It wasn't really that easy. I was in the hole.
He had to move to his left a little bit to go get
it. Speed of Shunk.
Yeah,
so.
He didn't have to really uncork one there.
No.
That'll bring Kenny Fuller to the plate. Kenny making his debut with the Bulls, longtime member of Deerfield, and before that he played with the Brewers for a year, and making the transition over to left field this year. Like center field for Deerfield and the Cattlemans for a number of years. Runner takes his lead off second base. Miller comes set, looks him back, and brings the plate work. That pitch taken a little bit outside, ball 1.
It had a little more heat on it than last few.
Yeah, it's funny. Brett usually one of those guys that starts throwing a little harder after the second, third inning.
Yeah.
Like second time around, well, what happened there? A good lead over there at second base as Miller calls timeout. And we can't get that number there.
Yeah, I'll try to see it if he turns around on the back.
Early in the season, it's kind of hard to tell.
People still have the COVID cuts going on. You know,
that's
too,
right.
So.
Look at Matt Hill rocking the mullet.
Yeah, that's why I'm seeing a lot of mullets going on, a lot of long beards.
Fuller takes a strike.
Number 17 out at second. Who's 17 on the Bulls? That's who's running.
One ball and 117. I think that's the pitcher, Crosby, I believe. The numbers are correct
that's
here.
Who is
getting him warmed up out there running, huh?
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Miller looks in, gets a sign, throws it to Jenkins. That's taken a bit low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike here on the Bulls' new left fielder. Bulls, of course, have Rick Rossell, one of the top arms in the league. Scott Brothers suffering through injuries over the last couple of years. Not sure if he's going to be able to throw this year or not. If we catch up with him.
Talked about early on. We'll have to catch up with him, see how he's doing, see if he's going to be able to throw any.
Miller going to fake back to second base. It chases Crosby on back. Crosby got a pretty good lead over there.
Yeah, he was tinkering off there. I was looking at, thought maybe he might have a shot at going back there to game, but nobody covering.
Trying to help himself a little bit there, huh?
Yeah, Miller trying to keep him. There we go. Now they're going to try to keep him.
Kennedy chases him back a little bit. Miller brings the 1-1 pitch plate, and Fuller swings right through that one. You got to figure a pitcher's going to be a little bit ahead of the batters, at least here early on. Timing's not quite there yet, playing once a week. Definitely advantage for the pitcher.
Yeah, we haven't had much, of course, the preseason, been able to get out and hit too much and see some live pitching. So the pitchers are definitely, I think, going to dominate the first few weeks until guys get their eyes back and get their groove going.
That pitch taken outside, ball 2. That'll even the count at Fuller at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crosby leads off second. Bottom of the first inning here, in case you're top of the first inning, I should say, in case you're just joining us here at Crosley. Jason Ehrhardt, Ray Sterling with you. No score. Bulls have a runner at second, 2 outs, and Kenny Fuller at the plate. Miller comes set, looks in, and delivers the break-even pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him with the high heat, and Fuller down on strikes, and the Bulls are out as well. After a half inning, it was no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It is the Bulls nothing, the Sting coming to bat.
And we're here getting ready to start the bottom of the first, and we got some warm-ups going on here, and we'll have the top of the order starting up for the Sting.
Yeah, for the Sting, it'll be Hubbard, Hill, and Kennedy here in the bottom half of the first inning. Justin Crosby warming up, the Bulls left-hander. He was a rookie last year, and boy, he was a lifesaver for them, especially in light of that injury to Scott Brothers. And you know how many innings Scott usually plays or pitches for this team, but 77 innings by Crosby. A lot of those in the early part of the year before they even had Rossell. So Crosby able to give them a lot of quality innings, and It's the opening day start here tonight, and crafty little left-hander, decent velocity, great changeup, really good changeup, hides it well, and of course he's throwing to the best back there. That helps, Evan.
Oh yeah,
we're 12 back there behind the dish.
That's one guy who knows how to call a game too. And Crosby, he's a good pitcher. He's tough. He's a tough one to barrel up on, and so it's going to be a challenge for the Sting here. But Sting's got some good sticks in the order.
That they do, and one of those is Brett Hubbard, who is leading off here. Hubbard, former Pirates player in our league. He had 41 hits last year, including 9 for extra bases, stole 12 bags. So pretty good offensive player, and this Sting lineup's going to be pretty good. You throw Kennedy in there, you throw in who's not here tonight, if it's Zane Vogelsang, one of the best hitters in the league, and then you throw Shao, Rink, some of these get Matt Hill. It's going to be a tough lineup. It really is, especially with the pitching depth that they've added. It's going to be a tough out.
It's going to be I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel for the first few innings. We'll see how that pans out. We have to tease the Shunk's warm-up throw into the outfield on that one.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Probably won't see that happen too often.
Did he throw it from his knees?
Yeah.
I'm always cringe when I see that, because that would be so painful if I even tried to throw from my knees. Was it 127 feet from the plate to second?
Yeah.
And he just throws an absolute rocket down. It throws it.
Losing the umbrella.
Umbrella's starting to blow away a little bit. A little bit windy here now. Across the wind picking up. We're hoping we don't get any precipitation tonight. That'll bring an end to the festivities in a hurry here for the broadcast. We are not undercover. All right, Crosby rocks and delivers his first pitch of 2020. That's taken for a strike. Bulls defense lined up like this. Crosby pitching, Shunk behind the plate. Duncan at first. Looks like Hamburg out there at second, not Muse. Deppenbrock at short, Bouchard at third. As Crosby looks in, gets the sign from Shunk. 0-1 pitch coming plate where that's grounded right back to Crosby. He'll step and throw it over to Duncan. And one out here in the Sting first. Across the outfield, it'll be Fuller, Snare, and Jarrett for the Bulls.
Tough outfield. Very tough outfield. Fast.
We got some guys who can get it done out there.
Yeah, they're definitely from center over to the other line is definitely going to be tough.
They'll bring Matt Hill to the plate. Matt, traditionally one of the better hitters in the league. 442 last year, 34 hits. Trained at Redline all winter. Saw him quite a bit over there. He hadn't cut his hair since then. He said he's working the mullet. He wasn't kidding.
It's down below the collar.
Oh, yeah. Looking good. Bringing back that old 1980s look.
We do want to apologize a little bit for the background noise. We are close to the expressway as well, so you may hear some of that noise, some background noise.
Crosby's pitch taken up, and outside ball 2 on Hill. On deck will be John Kennedy, another one of those guys from the Reds that came over. In fact, looks like about 4 or 5 of those guys over here on this team now in the lineup right now.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch. Well, he had to cut it that one. Hill swung right through it. 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm glad the Reds were able to keep fielding the team, though. Kevin Mattingly able to keep things going over there. They'll be playing Sunday as Hill fouls off the 2-1 pitch, evening up the count. But, Kevin and Joe Carr and Ed Macy, a few of those guys stuck around, and give them credit. Brought in a bunch of new guys, and the Reds live on.
Yeah, it's good because then with the Chiefs edition, it just grows the league and continues to bring more guys into the league to keep playing baseball.
See if the changeup's coming here. 2-2 pitch coming to Hill. Swung on, blooped into short right field. Coming on is Jarrett. He'll have it. Actually, that's not Jarrett. Jarrett's a left-hander. They fooled us with the lineup here. That's a righty. Either way, it's a fly ball to right field and an out. That is not Tim Jarrett. I know he throws left-handed.
Is that did they switch up, put Muse out there?
You know what? I got the, let me see. Yeah, I think that is Muse out in right field. So Hamburg took second. Muse goes to right, and Jarrett not in the ball game. I don't know if Tim's here or not. Look over there in a dugout. Pretty good pitcher. Played for the Hustle last few years. They'll bring John Kennedy to the plate. Kennedy played with the Reds last year. A dangerous hitter. Hit .560. That'll get it done. 7 extra base hits. An assistant coach with the UC Claremont program.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
One of my,
John.
my boys from Ireland is playing.
Well,
actually, a couple of them are playing up there right now.
Good baseball background. He takes ball 1 from Crosby. Rocks and delivers. That pitch taken below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes now on Kennedy. Outfield pretty much straight away for Kennedy. Wind starting to pick up a little bit, going left to right. Well, you hit a ball not in the right center field gap, you could run all day.
Yeah,
the wind is blowing over there.
you can tell it's already starting to swirl. When we first started, the wind was blowing in for the most part, but now it's almost blowing dead right.
Kennedy fouls off a pitch at the plate. That'll leave it up to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I love this part, just the history from, having the scoreboard and stuff from Crosley. It's really nice to be out here.
Nice recreation of the original, built in 1989. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Kennedy, swung off, fly ball, right field. Muse going back on it. He's camping, and he has it. That takes care of the Sting here in the first inning. Nothing across. We head to the top of the second. It's Sting nothing, Bulls nothing. Back with more after this. Top of the second inning here. It'll be Snare, Muse, and Bouchard for the Bulls here in the second inning. First pitch from Miller to Snare, taken downstairs, ball 1. Bulls did get a runner to second in that first inning. In fact, Deppenbrock drew a walk, got picked off. Then a base hit by Duncan, but couldn't get him around. 1-0 pitch to Snare. That's popped up a mile high and foul down the right field line beyond the walkway into the softball field. That'll leave it up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
I lost that one up there.
Yeah.
That thing got up there.
Speaking of lost, I dropped a pop-up against the Colts on Sunday morning. Boy, that Heritage Sun was brutal.
Yeah.
I'm looking up. I felt like an idiot. It was a fun scrimmage, Joe. We were able to get some good work in there for both of us. Your team and my team both going at it on Sunday, not against each other this week, but you got the Meridians, we have the Suds.
Yeah.
So we have to wait a few more days. 1-1 pitch from Miller. The curveball taken in the dirt. Ball 2.
That wasn't quite as bad as my little mishap of trying to get out of the batter's box coming down first.
So the other half of the 2 cutoff men gets a base hit and it never reaches the 90 feet. That ball swung on, ripped down the right field line, but foul, way foul. Way out in front of that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You had Sale, you blew out a tire coming out of the batter's box there? Remember that?
Yeah, trying to come out. We had, Heritage, the field is rough, right? And but we had that lip where the dirt meets the grass, and I hit that thing just perfect on my left foot, and it twisted. I went down hard.
2
Sniper
balls.
got me.
He got you. Sometimes those snipers will get you. Turf monster. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Miller. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Got him with
Nice
fastball
pitch.
on the outside. Got him looking for the backwards K. That takes care of Snare.
I was talking with, I told you this when we were talking earlier this week. I actually heard worse was that I landed on my boot. And it's bruised.
Oh, boy.
That hurts worse than the ankle.
The man boobs?
It's a man boob.
Oh, mercy. Jeff Muse, the batter, his first at bat as a Bull. He takes first pitch strike. Tell you, Brett's humming him in there now.
Yeah,
He's just getting warmed up. 2 balls and 1 strike. It looks like Rick Rossell warming up down in the Bulls bullpen. Creative. It's the Bulls bullpen.
Bulls bullpen.
Hard to say.
Not the hack and sack Bulls.
Yeah, Miller, one of the perennial rubber arms of the league, if you will, always up there in the league leaders in innings pitched. Used to seeing him wearing that Meridians uniform. Switched over in the offseason to the Sting. 1 pitch, taking the inside there. We'll leave it up to count at 1-1 on Muse. Jeff, pretty good hitter, too. I mean, we know about his exploits as a pitcher, but boy, Jeff just all the way around. Pretty darn good ball player.
Yeah, good ball.
Hit .305 for the Reds last year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller brings a plate where it bounces one up there. 58-footer.
You got that little worm sticking up out there. You got the lights on out here.
Well, they'll have them out before you know it. Hopefully they don't cut off our feed over there to the box for the 2 cutoff men.
Yeah, we didn't get to do the pregame tonight.
You have to find the power here. First outlet didn't work. That ball swung on, ground ball picked off by Rink at first. Nice play. He'll take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted. Put a star by that one.
Wow.
Our good friend Dave Rink flashing the leather down there.
Man.
How about that?
Smooth action over there.
Looking like Keith Hernandez down there. Man. 2 outs. That'll bring Doug Bouchard to the plate. Doug, one of the league's all-time greats. Over 500 career hits. He's within sight of John Sherrard's record of 500. Well, we don't know. It's disputed. We thought Doug was the all-time leader. Sherrard came up with 80 extra hits. We figured sooner or later Doug will pass that anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I don't think Doug cares. He takes below the knees, ball 1.
Like I said, I'm probably missing about 150, 200.
Mariners ones.
From the years of the Mariners.
No
that we
stats.
never had any stats.
And maybe we'll have to go We're going to have to go visit Wayne Kuhnheim and find those old score bugs.
Dust them all off.
Yeah, exactly. Do some recon. All right. 1-0 pitch coming to Bouchard. He takes it on the outside. 2 balls.
That's a good eye. That looked pretty good from up here.
Doug, he's still good eye at the plate. He's one of the tougher outs. I don't know if he still does. Used to use a sledgehammer in the on-deck circle to warm up. He takes out one at the knees for a strike.
I don't see it, but they could have put it back in.
Yeah, it could have been back in there. Who knows? Yeah, Doug, 250 hitter last year. Added 19 more hits to that career total. Used to catch for these guys all the time until they got shunned. And that ball taken inside, I would miss the pitch. It's ball 4. So Doug draws the walk. He'll trot out down to first, and I'm guessing, a wild guess here, that you might see a double slot runner.
Let's see who's coming on.
Scott Glenn holding the book there. He's not going. There goes Brothers down to third. He says, I'm not running. He's going to coach third. So, Doug, you're on your own, buddy. I'll bring Jason Hamburg to the plate. Hamburg, been in the league about 13, 14 years now. Been the manager for quite a few of those. Former Moeller Crusader. Miller comes set and delivers. The pitch to Hamburg, taking the outside corner for strike 1.
Miller's got that little hitch in his knee up there.
Yep, he does.
Makes it tough.
Kind of tough to pick up sometimes.
Yep.
Modest lead over there at first for Doug. He's not going anywhere. Miller comes set and delivers the 0-1 pitch to Hamburg. Swung on, ground ball left side. Picked up by Hill. He'll throw it over to the Schau for the short route at second base for the 5-4 put out. That takes care of the Bulls here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the second. Still scoreless here at Crosley. It'll be home half of the second here. There'll be Schau, McCarthy, and Rink for the Sting. They went down in order in the first inning. Looks like some activity going on behind us there.
We got our first one. It was close to it. It came right down right behind the fence line right here.
Well, it'd be almost impossible, I shouldn't say this, for us to get plunked by one because we do have the fence here. But I guess if it went straight up, it could come down and get us. See, that's why we need somebody over here to protect us. Oh, look at that. Shunk just hosed one from his knees in the center there again. What an arm. Mercy. Then I'll bring Adrian Schau to the plate, the 4th-year manager of the Sting, former professional ball player and walk-on at Villanova. Got drafted twice, played for the Indian system for a little while. Schau, a great contributor to the league. He does a lot of the field procuring for us, looking for the right word there. He gets his North College Hill. He's gotten his Cubcath in the past, Finneytown. Does a great job helping the league out. Chairs the rules committee. Oh yeah, and he hit 461 last year too. Not too shabby. Of course, it helps when you put in the stats.
That's
all those questionable.
See how many of those hits were
exactly. He takes ball 1 on the inside from Crosby. Crosby rocks and delivers. And that ball swung off, fly ball deep left field. That's going to be over the head of the left fielder Fuller. It's going to go to the wall. Schau will round first and trot easily into second base with a 2-base hit. Boy, Adrian, he hit the heck out of that one.
I tell you what, wind's not blowing in. That might have a shot. That was at the top of the hill.
Yep.
It's in between the 328, 370 sign, so maybe about 340.
I'll tell you what, Kenny Fuller gave it a great effort, but one of the problems when you're playing left field here is there's a hill in left field like there was at the original Crosley, and you're running up that hill. It's going to slow down your momentum. He almost got to that.
Yep.
So Schau on with the leadoff double. That'll bring Drew McCarthy to the plate. See if McCarthy tries to hit behind him or bunt. Here comes the pitch from Crosby. It's taken strike 1. Look at those yellow shoes out there from McCarthy. What do you think of those?
They're bright.
Pretty sharp. You want to go lose those. All right, Schau with the leadoff second. Crosby comes set and delivers and swung on and missed. That was the change up there, heading way out in front on that one. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes here on McCarthy. Dave Rink in the on-deck circle. Crosby looks in, comes set and delivers the pitch, taken high for a ball.
So I just got my first knock.
First knock.
Brian Rick sends a message that says, "You guys are sounding pretty good." He goes, "But Jason's a little better." I was like, "Well, who the hell thinks the problem?"
We'll take them as they come. There's a strikeout there as Crosby throws one right past McCarthy. So Schau's still out there at second. That'll bring Dave Rink to the plate. If you are listening, hey, drop us a line. Let us know if you're listening. We'd love to know how many people are actually listening to this right now. There may be tens of you. Who knows? Maybe 20 of you. Who knows?
Tens of tens.
Tens of tens. If there are people listening, hey, let us know. Send me a text or shoot us something over Facebook there.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll bring Rink to the plate. Rink tops one over third base side. That's going to be a tough play. Bashore picks it up. Now Schau caught in between, thrown back. He's caught in a pickle. Deppenbrock runs him down. And he throws it over the head of the third baseman. All hands will be safe. Schau trots into third, and Rink all the way down to second on the air. So give Rink a fielder's choice, and they'll go to second and third on the air by Deppenbrock.
That's smart by Schau to stay alive. Try to make them throw as many as they can. You never know what happens.
Yeah, he kept it alive as long as he could. Deppenbrock had a beat on him, but he kind of flipped it over the head of the covering Crosby at third. And went over toward the dugout. So second and third, one out, and that'll bring Corey Smith to the plate. Corey, pretty good hitter last year, 297, 27 hits. Infield, at least the corners are going to play in here. Middle will play back, conceding the run. First pitch taken, strike on the outside corner. This is where you need strikeout stuff sometimes. You can miss a bat in this situation, you can prevent that run from coming in.
Yeah, that's definitely going to try to get whatever can to keep it in here.
0-1 pitch is taken, strike two. So Smith quickly behind here, 0-2. Just needs to put bat on ball. Looks like it's Matt Biscotti this inning over there at first base in place of Duncan. Doug Bashore playing pretty even the bag over at third. Biscotti. Ground ball to Biscotti into right field. That'll score Schau. They're going to hold Rink up at third base. And good throw from the outfield as Muse throws a seed in from right field. So first and third with a run in, and the Sting strike first.
Yeah, it's a good idea to get that throw in.
So first and third, one out, giving RBI there to Corey Smith as he's able to get that one on the 0-2 pitch. That maybe a little bit too good of a pitch there on an 0-2 count.
Yeah, that was definitely right down in there in the wheelhouse. He ripped on that.
We have our first fan coming up here. He asked me if we were doing this on TV. I told him you were too ugly for TV, so we can't.
Yeah, that's why you're on radio.
I've got a face for radio. Marcus Moore, the batter, 16-year veteran of the league. He takes strike one. Always tough to throw to Marcus. He's not the tallest guy to begin with, and he crouches over. He's hard to throw to. Low strikes there. We'll see if Smith takes off for second, but with Schunk out there, you may not want to do that. 0-1 pitch coming plateward to Marcus. A little bit behind on that one. He fouls it back, and he's quickly in the hole, just as Smith was at 0-2.
He's got a pretty good lead over there for Crosby being a lefty and stuff, too.
Yeah, you think about it, but boy, you try to take off to second, you better hurry, because that or you try to hold it up long enough to let Dave try to score over there from third.
Yep.
All right, Smith off first, Rink off third. 0-2 pitch to Moore is fouled off. That was a defensive swing. Marcus just trying to protect there. He fouls it off right side. Count will hold it, no balls and 2 strikes. It'll be on deck circle, I believe. I don't think that's Brett. I guess that would be Daniel Miller. Not sure what Daniel looks like. You got him. Where's a Brett down there? I have the lineup here listed as Brett Miller batting ninth.
Yeah, Brett's 21.
We'll see. There goes Smith to second. Ball chopped in front of the plate. Schunk picks it up, throws down to first base. Rink will hold at third. Smith in easily at second. So the run doesn't score, but the runner does go down to second base. The putout goes 2-3 on Moore, and the 2-out batter will be, well, they've got Hubbard here again, so maybe they're not batting 10. I'm going to take, this is Hubbard, isn't it? He gave me 10 guys on here. That was just the 8th batter.
12.
Who do we have for 12? What do we get? That's Dan Miller. Okay, never mind. That's Danny Miller.
Yeah, they're slotted, right?
Yep. So second and third, 2 outs. Miller takes first pitch below the knees.
Is this his first year in the league?
So he's been playing for the Springfield Angels, and he's coming down to play with his brother. They haven't been able to play together the last few years. Long drive from Springfield.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch taken out. So there's the throw from Schunk on a second into center field, and that's going to score Rink as it gets through the shortstop Deppenbrock. And that's the only downside of throwing down there. Something like that can happen and give up a run, and it does there. And Schunk tried to catch Smith napping, but the ball gets through the shortstop, and Rink able to trot home from third, and the Stinger up 2-0.
Not a bad throw, actually, but that's a tough play coming across.
Yeah, it is, and then the ball was in the dirt there. Yep, but boy, Schunk not afraid at any time. You cannot fall asleep when Shunk's back there, as he will throw at any time. That pitch taken inside a ball to Miller, so 2 balls and no strikes. 2 errors in the inning.
2 runs.
2 base hits, 2 errors, 2 runs.
2-2-2-2.
Smith leads off second. Crosby's pitch taken outside. In fact, missed a pitch. That's ball 4. So Miller draws the 4-pitch walk. He'll trot on down to first base with the walk. So the 2-out batter will be Tony DeLotel wearing a Reds helmet. I'm not sure what kind of socks. And a Sting jersey. Interesting look, yeah. He's a former Reds player. Moved over with those other guys. Biscotti will play behind Miller down at first. Good lead by Smith down there at second. DeLotel swings through the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
He's in that helmet up to Scott Jones. He'll bedazzle it.
There you go. Now, how do you get number 91? That's more like a football.
Yeah, I think of maybe he used to be 19. Somebody else 19, maybe.
Perhaps. Maybe a story behind that. We'll have to find out. DeLotel quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Brett Hubbard, the leadoff batter, standing in the on-deck circle. Crosby comes set and delivers the 0-2 pitch. That's taken high, ball 1. Get anybody else updating you there? Was Ricky the only guy listening?
He might be the guy listening because he's the
private broadcast here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The changeup is swung on, hit in the left field for a base hit. DeLotel with it. Here comes Smith rounding third. The throw coming in from left field. It is going to be out at the plate. Nice throw by Fuller in left. He guns down Smith at the plate. Put out goes 7-2, and that takes care of the Sting here in the second inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. 1 left. We head to the top of the third inning. It's the Sting 2, Bulls nothing. Top of the third inning here at Crosley. It's a 2-0 lead for the Sting on the benefit of a 2-run bottom of the second inning. For the Bulls here in the third, it'll be Biscotti, Jarrett, and back to the top of the order with Deppenbrock to bring you the play-by-play, the inimitable Ray Sterling.
Yeah, let's see how this goes now.
Well, we'll see. You got to learn, right?
That's right.
I'm taking the training wheels off right now. This is your chance, Ray.
That's it. See if sink or swim. Either sink or swim.
That's right. Let's hope it's the former.
Yeah.
Or the latter. Or something like that.
Yeah. You got some of the stats that help out from last year with these 2 guys, Biscotti and Jarrett. 2 up. Thank you, sir. Scotty steps in. Miller finished with his warm-ups. And we're getting ready for the first pitch of the third inning. Miller winds up and delivers. Swung on, hit into right. And we got that one. That's
Tony DeLotel.
Nice.
Yeah, they got a good piece of that one. DeLotel tracked it nicely and able to track that one down for the first out of the inning. Boy, it doesn't get much better than that as a pitcher, though, does it, Ray? 1 pitch, 1 out.
That's what you're looking for. Get that 1, 2, 3 going.
You know, I'm also going to have to teach you to keep score because that goes in the third inning, my friend.
I'm looking down there.
You're a high school coach. You should know this stuff.
Hey, I do electronically.
Yeah, you're gonna have my. You're gonna have my book. I'm gonna have to get you your own book here. Killing my book.
That's what we'll do. It's strike 1.
Tim Jarrett coming over from the Hustle over the weekend. There were some rumors that he was going to be a Colt for a while. I heard that, but I guess that didn't happen. Talked to Murph the other night. As of Friday, he was a Colt, I thought.
Oh, that is news to me.
Okay.
I know that there was talk before that.
We're talking about the Hustle guys who have kind of gone here and there in the league, and we'll continue to touch on that. Of course, Tim, one of the more coveted free agents to leave the Hustle. We'll talk about that here in a sec.
Wind up and deliver. Inside.
I
believe we got 2-1. I thought the first one, I thought he called a strike, but it just put up 2-1. So it looks like we got 2-1. Wind up. Deliver, working a little quick.
But it's hard to keep track when you don't have the scoreboard going there sometimes.
Yeah, the scoreboard is dark tonight.
So Tim Jarrett from the Hustle goes on over to the Bulls. You also had the big one everybody wanted was Brian Sand, and here he's not going to play this year. Brought a house, going to work on that. See if he goes back to the Hustle next year.
And swung on, hit into left. Coming on.
Hubbard,
nice play, lays out for it.
Yeah, Brett Hubbard went a long way to go get that one. That's where you benefit by being a lefty, having that glove in the right hand. He went down to get that one. In fact, Jarrett just kind of, contact. They just kind of sliced it in the left, couldn't get it to drop. So a nice play out there by Sting outfielder Brett Hubbard.
Back up to the top of the order. Deppenbrock steps in.
So I guess the one I was.
First time up.
Yeah, he did draw a walk and get picked off. The guy I was going to mention, Ray, I've been teasing it here for a while, is Travis Rose, former Hustle center fielder. Came to terms with him the other night. Going to be playing with the Yankees come Sunday. Yes. Need a little help on our outfield, and it'd be good to have him on board. Had a couple no-shows Sunday, which I think are probably not going to be in the lineup, so we're going to fortify that lineup a little bit. Got Travis Rose out there with us, so we're excited to have him on board, and I think he's going to help us out a lot there in the outfield. You guys don't need any help in the outfield.
We're good in the outfield.
You're good in the outfield.
We need some more arms.
Yeah. Well, don't we all? Everybody could use a little bit more of the arms. The Dowdy brothers, I believe, going over to the Chiefs, the last I heard, moving over to play with that ball club. Heard about a half dozen of them still out there wanting to play this year. So
we had a little break there for a minute. Look out there. Trying to get back in on the pitch, swung on, fouled off again. So we got a 2 count. I don't know if that foul ball got the umpire maybe. He stepped out there. I don't know if either that or Miller got up on pitch calls. Step from. We got no 2 count on Devin Brock. Wind starting to pick up.
If I'm not mistaken, Deppenbrock's dad played for the older version of the Colts at one point.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. One of our listeners probably clue us in on that. I'm pretty sure he was part of the Tom Hutter group with the 40 and 50 and over group. At some point he did play with those guys. Yeah.
Miller's last pitch was low on the outside for ball 1-2. Miller in the windup and the pitch. Swung on, strike 3. It's stepping Brock down, swinging. So at the end of the top of the 3, we still got 2-0. We got the top of the order due up here for the Sting. We got Hubbard, Hill, Kennedy.
Got our first score update for you, Ray. Nothing, bottom of the second between the Mudcats and the Braves. Jeremy Allen told me they loaded the bases with nobody out and didn't score.
Oh.
And Braves throwing their big boy tonight, Taylor Cherry, the 6'9" right-hander, so that should be interesting. Yeah, got some.
Mudcats good hitters. Mudcats can stick all the way around.
Oh yeah, they got some bats in that lineup for sure. So thanks to Jeremy Allen.
We're ready to go here. So looking in. Pitch. Taking for ball 1. Gets the sign. Wind up and the pitch. Taking again. Strike 1. 1-1. Hubbard, a good stick. Hit right back. He hit back to the pitcher, Crosby last time.
It was funny, Rank and Shaw were all yelling up here. You probably heard it on the air. Who's this throwing? Mid-innings. It did. It's Russell. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's
ready.
You'll know after you bat. He's a tough customer.
And a pitch.
Sounded like a strike.
Yeah, that looked close.
Didn't see it.
2-2. We're making him work. Shunk looked like he caught that on the inner side of his thigh.
Shunk does a good job of framing those pitches. It happens, yes. We don't have a scoreboard, so it is. Sometimes you miss those. It's hard to tell sometimes with the umpires. So how about a walk there for Hubbard?
Yeah, he must call it.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Hubbard on first, nobody down. Hill steps in. Hill with the Reds last year. He flew out the Muse in the first inning. Squares away like he's going to run. Goes back. Ball 1.
Now, Ross will play it a bit earlier in the year. A lot of times, last couple of years, he's been injured early and had to really make up a lot of innings in August to get eligible. But he's out here from the get-go. That's a good sign if you're a fan of the Bulls.
Not if you're a planter.
No.
Next pitch, strike. We got 1-1 count. Right down the plate. Down the heart. Hubbart's getting a good lead over the first. Delivers. Oh, breaking ball in there. Strike 2. 1-2 count. Getting nobody down here. Like to see if Hubbard would test Shunks early on. Pitch. Low, nice pick. Oh, got a throw down to first from Shunk.
So two things on that play.
Pick.
Well, yeah, it was a great pick. That ball was in the dirt, about a 59-foot slider. Shunk backhanded it and came up firing. Almost got Hubbard at first base. You just cannot sleep on Shunk over there, no matter what bag you're on. I saw him pick a guy off of third after he picked me off of first in the same inning once. He's tough.
2-2 pitch. Taking strike 3.
That's
nice
unfair.
Breaking ball. That was nasty.
That was dirty.
That was nasty.
Oh, man.
Buckled Hill up a little bit. Hill thinking I was inside. That was a nice breaking ball. Strike 3.
That had some serious late movement on it.
Yes, it did. So we got Kennedy up now. Kennedy, he was another Red, right?
Yeah, he was with the Reds, assistant coach UC Claremont.
Yep. Okay,
Power hit 560 last year.
Swing on the first pitch, fouls it off, fouls back. Another breaking ball.
Pretty good middle part of this lineup with you got Kennedy, you got Schau, and with Zane Vogelsang, maybe one of the top 2-3 hitters in the league as well. He's not here tonight, but throw him in there, man, it's murderer's row right in the middle there.
Yeah, it's a dangerous lineup right there. Rouse gets ready for his pitch. Take a low ball, 1-1.
Nothing gets through Shunk down there. And even when it does, we saw in the All-Star game, he somehow finds a way to make something happen.
We got a 1-1 count. Hubbard's still on first there. Getting a lead, a little shorter this time. He takes a look over. Throws over to first, but as we said earlier, not his best move. Just letting him know that he is looking at him.
Let's see if I can't get a score from Crafty out there at Foundation. He's got those hooks out there. Same cast of characters back.
Ross's pitch. Swung on, lifted into right field. That's hooking towards the foul. We got foul ball.
Just foul. That just started slicing down the line. Nice effort made by the right fielder out there. And
that's
probably Muse, yeah.
Still out there.
He almost got to it, but that ball just kept slicing away from the line there. And the wind is going from left to right, so it kind of carried it a bit as it got in the air there.
I'll tell you what, if that one, like you were talking about earlier anyway, the wind doesn't blow that's trouble. That's down the line.
It may well be. Running all day.
We get set here again. How's it get set? Wind up and pitch. Swung on, hit. Ripped into center. That's over his head. He's going to come around. Hubbard's coming to score. He turns. Kennedy's going to be in there with a double.
That ball was smoked by John Kennedy. Absolutely ripped over the center fielder, Taylor Snare. He kind of froze out there. I thought maybe he had a beat on it, but he fooled all of us. Yeah. Went over his head, and Hubbard, he read it quickly. He was able to score all the way from first. And Hubbard now, or I should say Kennedy now, standing down at second base with Schau coming to the plate. And, boy, I don't know, if I'm on the Bulls, I might think about pitching around Schau here, considering what he did last AB.
Yeah.
You can't let too many more runs score here, especially the way Miller's throwing.
Yeah, we got 3-0 lead now. 2 at the Adrian Schau steps in here. We got Kennedy leading off at second. Rosley looking at his first pitch in Schau.
There's the first foul ball that almost got us there. Pete Coleman's going to pick that one off. Sit it on, Pete.
Roswell's low, ball 1.
His son Tiff Coleman also down there playing for the Brew Crew this year. They've moved along with the Rangers a couple years ago. Last year they played with the Dodgers, and off to the Brew Crew this season, playing with Scott Compton, probably drinking those natty seltzers that Scott Compton likes to drink.
I think they like to switch between that and a White Claw. Ross's pitch in there, and low inside for ball 2.
I hope Scott's listening right now.
Yeah.
You know, when
he's usually a listener.
I have that picture of him drinking that Natty Light seltzer on my phone. What happened there? Timeout. Somebody called timeout. I think it was Schau. Yes, Russell was in his windup. Well, that was a late time given by the umpire.
If it's something, maybe we got somebody hurt or something. I saw Schau pointing down at something.
I don't know. Well, the sun's starting to go down a little bit. It's worst over on the right side this time of day. First baseman getting a throw from short or third is kind of an adventure. It's hard to see for that first baseman.
Rouse 2-0 pitch. It's taken for strike one. So we got 2-1 count. Kennedy's still hanging out second.
Kennedy's timing isn't off at all, is it? He ripped the heck out of that. He and Shao both. Mid-season form, both of them.
That's the Shao. Swung on, chopped to third. Stupples a little bit. Throws on to first. Shao's able to beat it out.
Yeah, it's going to be an E5. Bouchard not able to come up with it cleanly. Bobbled it just a bit, and that was all Shao needed to beat the throw over there. It's kind of a slow chopper there down to third. Shao to roll over on one.
So that's going to bring up McCarthy.
Yeah, Drew McCarthy to the plate. Yeah, my writing isn't. I had to do it
you got
fast.
The doctor's writing.
Yeah, I don't get paid like a doctor, but I write like one. I had to do it fast because Shao didn't text us the lineup until we were already on the air, so I'm talking and writing simultaneously. Well. Well, what if your battery runs?
typed it in.
Yeah, your battery runs out, then you're hosed. I like the old-fashioned way of doing it.
So we got one out, one in. We got men on first and second. McCarthy at the plate. He was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, got him swinging last time. A little behind on Crosby pitch. 3 errors for the Bulls already, Ray, and those errors will kill you.
All three, two of the runs came on errors. Take it first pitch, strike one.
But it's still early. I mean, we talk about our scrimmage game Sunday. It was not a thing of beauty. Plenty of errors both sides.
Yeah.
You get those out of your system early. It's been a while. A lot of us haven't played in 8-9 months. So.
Some of us still learning how to run again.
Yeah. Oh, Kennedy.
We got
he's
caught up.
in a rundown.
Run down here. Come to third, and they pick him up.
So Kennedy tried to go on the first move there. Rossell stepped off, and they were able to get him in the rundown this time.
That was a great job by the outfielders, the infielders, hollering out at him too, letting him know that hey, he's going.
Put out goes 1 to 6 to 5 for those of you scoring at home, which include Brian Rickey, and I know Mike Plaggy's listening because he just texted me. So I'm sure Plaggy's got the scorebook going.
Shao hangs the first on that play. So we got 2 down now. McCarthy 0-1 count.
That's the second runner we've seen picked off tonight, one for each side.
That's a big window for the Bulls now.
Yeah, they needed that one.
Score, they needed that. Taken into the dirt, ball one, great block by.
Boy, Shunky taking a beating back there. He's had about 3 or 4 59-foot sliders that he just had to get in front of.
Had some bruises.
You could hear the skin. The ball hit skin on that one. That probably did not feel good. He'll feel that in the morning.
He's still a young pup.
No, that's true. Yeah. He'll heal. He's a young guy.
He'll heal. One pitch, taking low, ball to 2-1. This inning's going along pretty well for a while.
Yeah, this game was 7:14. They need to be done by about 8:30 so we can get the second game started. They can't start a new game after 8:15, and we have to do these back-to-back games here at Crosley this time of year, unfortunately, under those time constraints.
2-1 pitch, taken chest high, strike 2. So we got 2-2 count.
I'm excited to see the second game tonight. Flying Tigers, Mark Reynolds, some new additions there, and of course the Dragons, team on the upswing second half of last year.
Swung on, fouled off.
Broke his bat on that one.
Got to get some new lumber.
Yep.
Hey,
that's
time
firewood.
to call BP bats.
That's firewood there. Yep, if you need a new bat, call BP Bats. Justin Krause, Matt Biscotti and company, they'll get you hooked up. If you do what Drew McCarthy just did, you need some extra wood, that's your guys, BP Bats. So official sponsor of the 2 Cutoff Men.
You know, it's funny as I was trying to do up their commercial. And I was mentioning something about need new wood. I was like, I'm going to have to redo this. Can't do it that
I want to rethink that one.
Yeah,
a little bit of
so is new lumber.
Surprise going on up at Foundation, top of the 4th inning. The Chiefs lead the Hooks 3-0.
Oh, getting early. 3-2 count, or excuse me, 2-2 count. Fouled off again. Back in with 2-2 here. Shao still hanging on for first.
Maybe those Chiefs are a little better than we think.
That's Who's throwing? Do you know who's throwing?
I do not know who's throwing. Well, I would imagine for the hooks, it'd probably be Demler, Heil, or Spanel may have started by now. He usually doesn't get started till June, so maybe he'll get started right off the bat this year.
And the pitch. Ooh, that was a close one. Taken for a ball. A little too close to the call.
Yeah, some guts to take that one with 2 strikes.
Yes, you do. 2 outs, too. So we got a full count. Shaw probably going to be on the move here.
I think he will with 2 outs. Pretty good chance of it.
And the pitch, and he's not.
I guess it was
lifted into right. That's drooping down. Looking.
Foul. Catch out foul. It's a 15-foot foul. Kind of sliced that one down the line a little bit. Hard to get around on Russell. Throws hard. Get that bat head out in front.
Anything down that way is going to carry at least 20 feet.
The wind coming across. Long inning, though, here. Russell's been out there a while. I don't know with the pitch count, but he seems like he's thrown a lot of pitches here.
Yeah, thanks a lot, by the way, for giving me the first inning I get to do. I get to do the longest.
Well, you know.
Full count pitch. Band of pitch. Now going, swung on and missed. Strike 3. So he will go down, and that will end the top of the 3rd inning. As we go into the bottom half of the 3rd, we're going to the top of 4th. Is that top of 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did these ones, didn't I? Sweet. So we're going in the end of the 3rd. We've got 3-0 Sting. We're back here. At the top of the 4th. We've got some fielding changes. Got one in left field. DeLaTelle's moved over to center.
Let's see if we can get a number on that right fielder.
19 is the number. So it's reversing McCarthy. It's 91.
Yeah, we'll look it up for you.
Duncan at the plate here to lead things off for the Bulls at the top of the 4th.
Andrew Conover, that's a new name to the league. 24-year-old. Turns 25 in about 17 days. My goodness.
First pitch for Miller as he's still out on the mound. It's a swing and strike one.
It's hard to believe there are people born in 1995 playing in this league. There are guys like Pete Coleman down there were playing in this league in 95, where this kid was born.
Takes a look at that one. Ball 1. Miller going to go for a while, looks like tonight.
Well, if there's anybody who can do it right off the bat, it's the rubber-armed Brett Miller.
And the pitch for Miller taking high. Ball 2.
See how far they let him go. Adrian, of course, one of their top pitchers. Not sure how his shoulder's feeling. He's had some issues the last couple of years. Hopefully he's good and healthy. Give him an inning or 2.
There's 2-1 pitch taking low, ball 3.
Of course, they did have Dave Burns coming over from the Reds. He decided not to play this year due to the coronavirus. You've got Bogenschutz, who I don't think is here today. I'm not sure what they have in terms of available arms here tonight. Danny Miller, I think, throws as well. Brett's brother, he may be the next one in line.
3-1 pitch for Miller is taken up high by 4. So Duncan's down at first with the walk. He'll bring up Tyler Shunk. At 4-3 in the first inning. Gets lined up. And pitch. Taken for strike 1. We also got a pinch runner in. Is that Crosby
again? Yeah, Crosby. I think he ran for Duncan last time around.
He's got a decent lead over there. Miller throws over.
Woo, that was close. Close. You got him thinking though. He might shorten that lead up a little bit.
Yeah. Bang bang. Coming here for Miller. Crosby gets a decent lead again. Wind up and the pitch. Taken. Ball.
So another update for the Mudcats. Jeremy Allen, bottom of the 3rd, 0-0. He says we loaded the bases again in the top of the 3rd, no runs. They're leaving a small village on the base paths up in Springboro tonight.
6 left. That's not good.
At least 6. At least 6 in the last 2 innings we know of.
Pitch from Miller. Swung on, hit by Shunk into left center field. That's going to get into the gap. Crosby's going to turn to 3rd. He's going to come and score. Shunk first thinks about coming to 3rd, but he holds up, hangs it 2. Crosby will score on that. That was a nice double by Shunk.
Yeah, Shunky rips one up on the gap. He jumped on that one, and Moore had a hard time coming up with it. Crosby, he read it all the way. He's able to go first all the way to home, and the Bulls are on the board.
Yeah, that's tough. That's what we were talking about earlier. He hit the base of that hill to try to cut that ball off, and as he cut it off there, took that step, he kind of looked like not quite as bad.
No, I think it's worth noting when you had your little face plant the other day, being the good sport that I am, it's because we did throw you out at first base from right field.
Yeah.
I did let you have the runner.
Yes, you did. That was nice.
Now, you know, if that was a regular season game, I'd say you're out, Sterling.
I wouldn't have expected anything.
Oh, man.
Bad Fuller. Fuller takes a look at the first pitch, ball one high. Fuller again, one of the new players for the Bulls coming over. He's been involved. He's an avid listener.
Well, he was on the Zoom thing we did a couple of weeks ago, wasn't he? Yeah, Kenny, one of the big fans of the show. Sure he'll be listening to this.
Pull down to third. Hill takes a look. Goes on to first. Wrinkle a little in and out of the glove.
That's tough play. I hate to make excuses, but that sun at this time of night is impossible for a first baseman. That ball was a little high. I always tell my guy, you got to keep those low, and then it's nothing bad on Hill there. But that is a tough play coming across there. When that sun is there in that time of day, that makes for a very tough play. No doubt about it.
And so Crosby Shunk stays in second on that play. So now we got first and second. Shunk out there. Snare takes a look at the first pitch. I believe that was ball one. Couldn't tell from that. Could you tell?
They look like a ball board to me.
He turned to his right a little bit, like he does the All-Star, but I couldn't see the heat.
I like the umpire in the All-Star game. He was killing us.
Yeah. Oh, swung on and hit deep into right. That ball's carrying.
Foul ball!
Oh, foul ball.
And you know, the first time around, Snare hit a couple of them that he just turned on into the softball field. Well, that ball was just foul. That would have been 2 runs. He'd probably stand it on third if that one stays fair.
Yeah, that was every bit of 360.
That ball was crushed.
Shot.
I think Brett's going to learn in a hurry. This kid can turn around anybody's fastball. Breaking ball, well, that's the kryptonite.
Snare steps back in with the 1-1 pitch here coming. Fuller Shunk still out on the bases. Takes a look, winds up, and the pitch. Low and inside, taken for ball 2.
Yeah, I don't know if these guys are going to get the full 7 in here before the time limit. This last inning plus, a lot of base runners, a lot of high counts. This is one of those things where you start thinking about that situation. Is it going to be a shortened game?
2-1 pitch to Snare.
Oh, Rink.
Line drive to Rink. Rink snags it. Tags on first for the double play.
All is forgiven for our friend Dave Rink.
Yes.
So take away the error. He just erased the runner that got on, and no worse for wear. That's 2 outs. They can run for Shunk here if they want. They would probably send out the guy who just lined out, Snare, out there to run for Shunk if they want. See if Hamburg elects to. Maybe not.
Looks like they like to keep it the way it is, especially with the time.
Keeps the game moving.
Yeah.
But
so we got Shunk out there with 2 down. And we got Muse at the plate. Takes the first pitch, ball 1. Moore's throwing a lot of pitches.
He has. I don't see any action down there yet in the Sting bullpen.
Snare's coming out now to run for Shunk.
There we go. We figured it would happen sooner or later.
Yeah, keep the game moving. That's what we're doing.
Nothing wrong with that. As many innings in here as we can.
So Snare will take over for Shunk down at second. Pinch run. We're back up on the mound. Comes set. 1-0 pitch. Oh, strike. Hey, just wanted to, that sun coming in the umpire's eyes too, how tough that is to judge maybe even a breaking ball.
Yeah, sun can be tough here at Crosley for sure.
1-1 pitch coming from Miller.
We don't have to worry about that in game 2 though, will we?
No.
Game 2, in case you're wondering, it's going to be the Dragons and Flying Tigers. Hope you stay with us. We're going to have a brief break in between games. Ray's going to reset things, and we'll come right back on. So don't go anywhere. We will bring you Game 2 between the Dragons and Flying Tigers, approximately about an hour from now, at 8:30ish. So get these guys turned around quickly.
2-1 pitch to Muse is lifted into center. That's dropping quick. Diving catch comes out of the glove. Snare's going to come around to score, and Muse is going to be at first. I'm giving him a hit on that. That was a hell of an effort out there by,
looks like 4.
DeLatel. Yeah, DeLatel. He moved over into center. That was a nice effort.
You know, he was a nice diving effort. Actually, I think that's McCarthy out there now, Ray. But I'd definitely give him a hit on that one. That was more than the normal effort that you would have on a regular play. So definitely a base hit RBI. This game's tightened up a little bit now. What, 3-2?
Yeah, 3-2.
Muse with his first hit as a bull. And a balk. They just called a balk, Ray.
Got a balk.
Home plate umpire called that one out.
First balk maybe of the season?
I would imagine, unless they did one up in Springboro or Foundation. It's more than likely.
We got a man on second, Muse. Doug is at the plate.
Tying run over there at second base.
Yes, it is.
Of course, Doug Bouchard has handled the website for a long time. Hoping to get you in on there, helping him a little. You and Rink give us a few more wrinkles on the website.
Yeah, try to get a little Cincinnati CABL 2.0.
Make it work. With, of course, with Doug's help. Scott Glenn.
Look at that stuff up there in that dark space to the north.
Yeah, I was just looking. It said 40% chance of rain at 8 and then minimal after that. If it does happen, we may have to shut down the program here a little prematurely.
We got 2-0. We're taking low. That working to count. Looking, into 30 pitches this inning. Pitch taken for strike, throw down to second, backside, but he's back easy.
Yeah, that rarely ever gets the guy down at second, and more often than not, it ends up in disaster for the team trying it.
I think Jigga's just trying to keep him close.
Figures, hey, if Shunk can do it,
hey,
try it as well. Show off the arm.
So we got 2-1 count. Doug. He was getting a good lead at second.
Miller
turns, throws back.
Oh, it's in the center.
The ball gets through into center. Muse gets up. He's going to try it for third. Here comes the throw. And it's going to get through a third. Muse is going to turn, come forward. Hill comes up with the throw to the plate. Not in time, and we got a tie ball game.
So 2 errors on that play.
2 errors.
Miller's throw goes into center, and then they compound the problem by trying to get Muse at third. Really had no chance, and the throw short hopped Hill and went into the dugout. And Muse easily able to round third and score. So both teams giving away runs, and we're back where we started, Ray, all tied up.
It's all knotted up. Doug with the 2-1 count here, 2 down. Top half of the fourth.
They're tied up now, 2-1.
Here we go, Doug. We get set, play ball again here. Miller gets set, comes set to wind up, and the pitch fouled off. Strike 2.
Heads up over there on field 2. Look out. Kind of interesting that Brett's staying in the stretch now with nobody on base.
You know, I've noticed that though with Brett. He does seem to like to throw from the stretch a lot.
Yeah, one of my guys has gotten to Frank Angolia will do that pretty much exclusively now. Just go to the stretch. Yeah, sometimes you simplify things. Less going on there. Nice and simple.
2-2 pitch from Miller, taken low. Ball 3, so we got a full count. Still nobody warming up in the Stinks bullpen.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe after this long inning, you'd see somebody over there.
Here comes set, 3-2 pitch, taking ball 4. Walks. That's 2 walks for Doug tonight.
Danny Miller will come out to consult with his brother Brett, try to get him calmed down a little bit. Now, if anything, I guess your brother would know what you're doing mechanically, kind of get you set up there.
Holy cow!
Little Harry clearly.
Oh, I can't hear it. I can't hear it in the headphones. Yeah. Holy cow!
Holy cow! Yeah, Miller connection there. Chit chat. Hamburg will come up. So we got 2 down. Tie ball game is the Bulls have played at 3 this inning. And, no pitch runner down there for Doug. He's going to run himself. Went up in a pitch for Doug. First pitch taken, strike 1.
Doug, the second longest tenured Bull. Scott Glenn coaching over there at first, has probably been there a year before him, the longest. Doug came in, I believe, year I did or year after. And the Hamburg, I think, is another one, been around about 12, 13 years. So a lot of longtime veterans, good mix of veterans and new guys there.
Pitch taken for strike 2 there.
Well, no surprise, the Hooks have come back. They put a 3 spot up, and they've tied the Chiefs up at 3 as they head to the top of the 5th at Foundation.
3-3 action in both games.
Yeah, 3-3 here, 3-3 there.
6 left.
Right.
Yes.
And no score up in Springboro.
0-2 pitch from Miller here. Taken. Oh.
You wanted that one.
Close take. 0-2. We got ball 1. Hamburg takes the down. They have close to 2 batters. They have about a run this inning.
Yeah, it's been a long inning.
Yeah, it's been both sides.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch from Miller. Oh, nasty breaking pitch. Swung on strike 3. So at the end of 4, for the Bulls, come back and hit 3. They're going to the bottom of the 4th.
Well, we're knotted up here again at 3, Ray, as both teams able to take advantage of some porous defense. And
yeah, early on. It's early on.
It's early on.
It's not unexpected. But, so Dave Brink's going to lead us off here for the Sting, see if he can get things going. He reached on the fielder's choice for first time up in the 2nd. How's it still going to go this inning for Bulls? Still nobody warming up for the Sting.
Yeah, we'll see who the Bulls have down there in the bullpen. I wouldn't imagine you're going to see Scott Brothers.
Fouled up high, right on the first base side, coming over.
How about that? Rick Rossell.
Russell comes off the mound and picks that one up.
He went about 75 feet to go get that one. You don't usually see the pitcher go that far, but he went all the way over, and Rossell able to help himself there. Picked that one off right in front of the Bulls dugout.
Yeah, that's a nice play. That was up there pretty high.
Yeah, it was. It's a good play.
It's coming up now.
I think it's Corey Smith again. They're splitting it, but Corey Smith, it looks like same guy who hit last time. He had a base hit last time to get the scoring underway. Same batting stance. I know Jenkins is a right-hander, so yeah, that's Corey Smith.
You got them slides.
I guess you go with the hot hand there, right?
Yeah, got to.
He hit the ball hard last time. Let him swing it again.
That's his first pitch taken. Well, like we talked earlier, with that first pitch.
Yeah, it helps.
The pitch swung on, fouled off, down and out. Change up.
The skies look a little threatening across 275.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It actually kind of caught me off guard.
Heading over there into Sycamore Township. Schuler on the other side of the highway. Using Schuler soon.
Oh, 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That was nasty.
Matter of fact, we'll be using Schuler on Sunday morning. Yankees and Suds, come on out. 9:30 start time. Frank and Golia will be getting the starting nod for the Yankees. We can afford that.
Went up in the pitch. Taken. Ooh, that was close.
Tight zone.
Ball 2. 2-2 count. That was tough. That looked a little better than the other.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. We can tell up and down in here, just not in and out from the angle we have. It's hard to tell, but yeah, definitely looked like it was close.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off.
Oh, Shunky got another one.
Shunked pretty good.
Ouch. Good tip.
That's not good. Look at him off on his. Look how you got him off on his wrist.
All right, I'm going to stop me if I sound like a broken record, but I got another update from Springboro. It's bottom of the 4th inning. Braves and the Bulls tied at 0, and Jeremy Allen tells me we just left the bases loaded for the 3rd time in a row. They left 9 runners on base. A small village stranded by the Mudcats, and all 3 games in the league right now are tied. You had nothing up there in Springboro between the Braves and Mudcats. Chiefs and Hooks are knotted at 3 in the 5th up at Foundation, and we are all tied at 3 here in the bottom half of the 4th at Crosley.
looks like we're getting ready to set play ball again. Looks like Tyler shook that off a little bit. He looks like he's doing okay here. So push steps back in. We got the 2-2 pitch coming from Russell here. On up and the pitch. Swung on, hit to second base. That Muse moved into second. Now throws on to first. We got second out of the inning.
Yeah, Muse moved in from right to second. Looks like Tim Jarrett's out there in right field now. They moved the defensive rotation around just ever so slightly. Jason Hamburg was playing second, sharing some time there innings-wise in the infield. Marcus Moore. Yeah, of course, Shal sends me Marcus on. It's Moore. You should put the last name in there. I failed to do so. Marcus Moore, longtime veteran player in the league. He's played for the Dragons for a number of years.
Takes the first pitch, ball one low.
We are pushing what?
Drop one down.
7:39. We've got a little less than an hour to go in this one. Can we get 3 more innings? I guess they have to be a little quicker than the last couple. Although Russell looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. If he can.
Yeah, you got to work on your handwriting.
Yeah, the handwriting's not good. Wish I got paid like a doctor. Where I got the writing part down.
Goes a little heat there. Just has a little trouble catching up with that one. Strike one.
So the Bulls were without Ray Sauer tonight. So I'm curious to see who they'll have throwing. I don't know. Is Russell going to go the rest of the way here? That'd be a lot to go 5 innings, but they got 2 out of Crosby. This is Russell's second. Sauer ineligible to play tonight. Brothers, I don't think is going to be able to throw for a while from the sounds of things. That's right down the middle.
Strike 2.
Unless they added somebody new to the roster. I'm looking last year. Brandon Evans, I don't think he's here tonight. He'd be hitting. Yeah, Doug can throw a little bit. Duncan can throw, but who knows?
1-2 pitch for Russell. Hit right back up through the middle. Shortstop here. We got to throw on to first. Got him just in time. Got the 1-2-3 inning there. It's going to end in the 4th, and we're still tied at 3-all. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Yeah, here we're coming back for the top of the 5th. And with your play-by-play, we'll go back to the professional.
You're too kind. Too kind, my friends. Top half of the 5th inning here. We're knotted at 3. It'll be Biscotti, Jarrett, and Deppenbrock here for the Bulls. Sting jumped out to a 3-0 lead, but Bulls able to get a 3-spot there, Ray, in the 4th inning, and we're all tied up. Took advantage of a balk, a couple of errors, and here we are. It's a 3-inning game, essentially. They've got till 8:30 to get this bad boy done. See how it goes. Brett Miller's still out on the hill for the Sting. He's gone the entire distance thus far. Miller from the stretch looks in, and first pitch taken in the dirt for a ball. Biscotti hit a fly ball to right field his first time around. D. Lotel did a nice job tracking that one and hauling it in. Matt, of course, one of the co-owners of BP Bats, one of our sponsors. The other owners, Justin Krause, should be here at some point to join us in the booth. That ball popped up right side. It's going to be picked up by Miller in fair territory. Throws it down to Rank for the out. So heads up play by Brett Miller. Looked like, Ray, that ball was heading for foul territory, but Brett jumped off the mound like a cat, picked up that ball right before it went over the line, and the umpire quickly signaled fair ball, and he threw him out at first. So the putout goes 1-3.
Yeah, it was a great play by Miller. I guess he had to go out there and get one after Russell made that nice play last inning. Said, hey, can't be outdone. So
absolutely.
Take a move over there.
You can do it, so can I. That'll bring Tim Jarrett to the plate. Tim hit a slicing fly ball to left field last time that was caught on a sliding catch, a nice sliding catch made by Hubbard out there. First pitch taking a ball there to Jarrett. I keep thinking, I went through all these Bulls pitchers. I'm an idiot. I'm looking at him right now. There's your next Bulls pitcher. It's Jarrett. No wonder he wasn't on the stats last year because he was on the hustle. 1-0 pitch coming plateward. That's taken below the knees, ball 2. So I would imagine you probably see Tim Jarrett getting loose at some point to relieve Russell. I can't imagine Ricky going 5 today, but we've seen stranger things.
Maybe with it being close, they want to try to get that win in there.
We'll never know. Ground ball right side. They'll be picked up by Shal. He throws on over to Rink. That'll take care of Jarrett. So putout goes 4-3. Quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th inning for the Bulls, and they will flip the order back up top. It'll bring Jarrett Deppenbrock up. Jarrett was a strikeout victim last time. He drew a game-opening walk his first at-bat, but was promptly picked off by Brett Miller.
We had another foul ball head this way.
And a courageous young lady picking up the ball on top of the dugout there.
Got it. Souvenir.
I don't think I would trust that that sheet metal there on top of that dugout. You might go right through there. Two out, thought it'll be Jared Deppenbrock as league president Victor Harris makes his way up. Victor and the Dragons, of course, playing in Game 2 here against the Flying Tigers at 8:30. And come on up here, Victor. We'll try to get Victor up over here by Ray.
How's everybody doing today?
Get him up in the booth. As Deppenbrock falls behind 0-1. Let's get Victor on over here. Victor, of course, longtime president of the CABL. And there's a bunt by Deppenbrock, left side, picked up by Miller, throws it over to first, and he takes care of Deppenbrock. Nothing across for the Bulls here in the top of the 5th. We head to the home half of the 5th, tied at 3. We'll be back with Victor Harris after this. And welcome back to Crosley Field. Jason Ehrhardt, Ray Sterling with you here tonight. 3-3 as we head to the home half of the 5th inning. For the Sting, it will be Miller, DeLotel, and Hubbard here to apply their collective trades against Mr. Rossell out there. And actually, it's going to be Muse. Looks like Jeff Muse going in to pitch. So he'll be in there throwing for the Bulls. Victor Harris, the league president, our guest. And Victor, not only here to show a pretty face, but he's going to play a game that we're going to broadcast after this. And Victor, welcome to the Two Cutoff Men.
It's a great honor to be on the Two Cutoff Men. I've heard so much about you guys, and to finally get a chance to be here and talk to you guys, hey, I'm almost speechless. But as people who know me go, I'm usually not speechless for very long. So
my daughter had you in class this year. I assure you, you're never speechless.
And I don't pay for therapy, okay? You're on your own. The parents are on their own with that. So.
Well, Victor, we had a very tumultuous offseason, the coronavirus, all kinds of stuff going on. This is a day that we thought may not happen, but thankfully 6.5 weeks after we were supposed to start, here we are.
And you know what, I'm super happy we're out here. I know a lot of guys were begging to play ball and get out here. Plus, too, I think it takes our minds off of all the kind of real life stuff going on to get out here and play a little ball.
This is an escape for us. As guys that get regular lives, this is something to get away from the regular stuff going on in the world, and we're happy as heck to be out here playing baseball.
Yes, we are, and like to thank, by the way, while we're on there, give them a plug. Jason here has done a great job of doing our scheduling, keeping our league finances straight, and Adrian Schau, who's out here playing.
Getting his fields, taking care of rules committee.
And rules and stuff like that. So this is a collective effort, and I appreciate those guys, and hope the guys in the league, I think they appreciate them too.
First pitch from Muse, fouled off by Daniel Miller over the right side. Quickly falls behind 0-1. Yeah, a couple other guys helped us out with Fields. John Cattleman calling on Fields, Jason Murray. So definitely like to thank those guys. Zach Carroll from the Braves. All these guys chipping in, like you said, collective team effort. Muse delivers the 0-1 pitch that's taken at the knees just a little bit outside. That'll even up the count at 1-1 on Miller. Now, you guys got the Flying Tigers here, second game. You split last year. They beat you the first time. You got them the second time.
Yep.
What are you thinking here?
Well, we have to see it. The great thing about this league is every year is a new year. You got a lot of stuff that goes on. Teams improve. I think our team's improved. I know the Tigers will probably improve. So, a good, solid first game. Hopefully not too sloppy with everyone kind of being out of it, but that's what we're hoping for today.
2-1 pitch to Miller in the dirt. That'll move the count to 3-1. So what new Dragons can we expect to see here tonight?
Let me see. Our new Dragons that we can expect to see. Some of them are so new that I can't.
Okay.
But
that's new. Yeah.
That's new. Miguel's back with us.
Okay, Miguel Curry, longtime member of the league, played for the Dodgers a number of years, and that pitch taken low, ball four. So Daniel Miller draws the leadoff walk. Times like this, guys, I remember the old thing at Riverfront Stadium. You guys remember it on a leadoff walk, what they put up on the scoreboard? Walks will haunt. Little ghost guys across.
There you go.
So they'll bring.
That's what we need out there on the top.
Yeah, it's Tony DeLotel to the plate, and the go-ahead run down there at first place. We'll see if Tony gets the bunt sign here. Doug Bashir sure seems to think so, creeping in over at third. First pitch to DeLotel, no sign of bunting. He rips one into right center field. That one's down, picked up by Snare in the outfield, and he does a nice job cutting that off, but not before DeLotel with another base hit. Tony 2 for 2 on the day. So DeLotel's base hit has him at first and second with nobody out. Miller stops at second, and that'll flip the order back up top to Brett Hubbard.
And by the way, big props to you guys for broadcasting this game. I mean, this is pretty sweet. I think this is a good thing for the league, and gets the league's face out there. I think we probably have the best men's baseball league in Southwest Ohio. I'm a firm believer.
I wouldn't stop with Southwest Ohio. They are a long ways around before you find one better than this.
Pretty good ways around, but
Bulls infielders in, expecting there's a wild pitch, gets through, but the backstop pretty short here at Crosley. Shunk able to track it down, and if we've learned one thing, guys, over the years, you don't want to test Tyler Shunk's arm there. And Matt Hill smiling up there. He knows. He's probably been victimized a time or two. So we'll see if
That's right.
they try to get the bunt down. You want to get one down here to the third base side and make Dougie field it. That way you can't get the force at third. Duncan in shallow at first. Yeah, this is not Hubbard. It's somebody pinch hitting at the top or double slotted. No inclination of bunting there. He takes low, ball one. That'll even up the count at 1-1.
They're trying for a big inning here.
Yeah. Well, you got to figure there's a time limit that we're going to be under here. So if you get to that 8:15, you got to start thinking small ball right about now. Muse comes set. Runners at first and second. Corners come in. Here comes the bunt, and it's taken low for a strike. Didn't pull the trigger on it. He looked like he was going to bunt. Took the pitch, so it's 1 ball and 2 strike, which would mean the bunt probably off in this situation.
Yeah, things get big. I'm learning a lot from
Pitch taken low, ball 2. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Muse in his first inning of action. Crosby went the first 2. Rossell went the middle 2. So Miller takes his lead off second. DeLotel off first. Duncan playing in on the grass at first base. Bouchard even with the bag at third. Muse comes set, delivers the break-even pitch, and that's taken outside. We missed a pitch there, guys? I thought that was ball 3.
I thought that was ball 3, too.
We must have missed one. Never mind, ball 4. All right, so bases loaded, nobody out here. So the Sting threatening in the top half of the 5th inning, and that'll bring Matt Hill to the plate. Matt, a strikeout victim last time. First time around, he hit a fly ball to right field. It was hauled in by Muse.
We wasn't thinking the ball that went past.
It may have.
We didn't count that one.
It's easy to lose track here of balls and strikes without a scoreboard. So bases loaded, nobody out. Corners in, middle playing for 2. Hill takes first pitch strike right down the heart of the plate from Muse. They're going to concede the run to take 2 in the middle. You got Hamburg and Deppenbrock playing at double play depth. They're going to try to cut down the run at the plate on the corners. Miller gets his lead off third. 0-1 pitch, and Hill rips one into center field. That'll score Miller. Here comes DeLotel. He'll score easily, and the Sting have taken a 5-3 lead. How about that? That's why you sign Matt Hill. Big hit like that, he rips it into center field. That is clutch.
Makes also not putting that bunt down, not playing the bunt. Hey, play for that big inning. Good things will happen.
And they get a pair on that one. So nice job by the Sting, able to get a couple runs. Now you got the prospect for a big inning. Now you got your 2 big heavy hitters in John Kennedy and Adrian Chow coming up. Still nobody out. The runners at first and second.
It's starting to pick up a little bit. I looked at the radar. Radar looked like it was going to stay north of us, so hopefully it just stays.
A little dark over there. Not looking promising, is it? There's a bunt coming from Kennedy. Gets it down left side. Muse picks it up, throws to third. They do get the force over to third. So nice job. We've seen the pitchers do a nice job fielding their position. Brett Miller had a great play earlier. So Muse able to hop off the mound, gets the force over at third. Put out goes 1-5 for those of you scoring at home. And I know Pladgy's scoring at home.
We talk again. Guys, we just like to give props out to those who play well and stuff. But we talked about the different things that Shunk does during a game that you don't get put in the stat book. That out right there was due to Shunk.
Yelling 3.
To go to third.
Yelling 3 all the way.
You just can't see that coming in. And Shunk was all the way coming out here telling him he had to play at third, and he was able to turn it around.
Good play all the way around. Is good throw over to Doug and heads up for being over there at third. Muse steps off. Deppenbrock going to come in and have a word with Muse as Shunk heads out to the mound. So Victor, big game tonight for you guys. Excited to get it started. Who's going to take the bump for the Dragons?
Well, we'll probably do like a lot of teams, throw 2 or 3 guys tonight, give everybody a couple of innings, especially now. With the COVID, everybody stopped everything. So it wasn't like you could throw. It wasn't like you could do anything.
Not much.
For some guys, this could be their first time throwing since probably late February, early March. So
you guys put a pretty good run together second half of last year. A lot of that attributed Pete Levitt coming on board 5-0. Is he here tonight?
Yeah, Pete's here tonight.
Okay.
Pete, I have a feeling. Call me crazy. I think he may throw a couple innings tonight.
Now, Pete, of course, a former Florence Freedom player, a former professional player. So you guys with a pretty good pickup there. He put good numbers last year, and Ray and I did a show. He was player of the week, 17 strikeouts or 19 strikeouts, something crazy like that.
Yeah, he gets the ball around the plate, and he keeps it in play. He makes those guys hit the ball or do something with it. So
Adrian Schau, the batter, with 1 out now. He takes the first pitch strike. Adrian, so far on the day, has, I guess he had a fielder's choice last time. He had a 2-bagger over the left fielder's head the first at bat.
He missed that one, Vic. It was close.
He crushed one.
He crushed one here.
He did.
You take you
to the wall.
You hit one out here.
Oh, you've
That's
done
saying something.
Muse comes set. 0-1 pitch to Shao.
It
It would have been out.
Swung on, fouled back. That'll quickly move the count to no balls and 2 strikes. As runners lead off of first and second.
Dead end. Now it's shifting. It's just staying in
But hopefully to blow all of the bad stuff that way.
And that's what we want.
Get the heck out of here.
To the right.
Get it out of here. All right, no balls, 2 strikes. The count on Shao. As the runners lead. Kennedy down there at first, Hill at second. 0-2 pitch. And that's taken at the knee, is a little bit outside, ball 1. Yeah, Adrian at the mid-season form there in that first at-bat, stroking one over the left fielder's head. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Muse comes set, looks Hill back at second. Kennedy with a good lead off first. Shao fouls one off right side. That'll go out of play.
Protect the swing.
And Shao's still dogged by some PED rumors. So, I guess, gotta hold everything with a grain of salt there. So.
Yeah, I can't. It's unmentionable some of the things you and I and Adrian text about that come
That's
up.
right. That come up.
Yeah, we can't even mention them. It's
Was you on the thread earlier? I couldn't remember.
it was about the lineups, but it was along those same lines. Yes.
I hope those never appear in court.
No. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Shao. That's taken up. Oh, he's going to get him on the backwards K. Strike 3. Shao didn't like that call. He gets rung up. Adrian did not strike out once last year until the All-Star game. So he gets called out on strikes. That's the second out of the inning. That'll bring Drew McCarthy to the plate. Like, who's 13 here? I don't think this is McCarthy.
This is Ryan
Meese.
Meese.
I was going to say that does not look like McCarthy the first 2 times around. Ryan Meese, longtime league member, played for the Red Sox, Pirates, Sting last year and again this year. Good guy. Used to run a team. In fact, used to play with him.
Yep, used to play with him. Ryan's a great guy. Got a lot of great guys in this league. That's what makes it fun.
That's what makes it a great league. All right, Meese takes the first pitch strike from Muse.
He's humming it up a little bit.
Yeah, Jeff's cranking it up there a little bit here. Bottom half of the 5th inning, in case you're just joining us, Sting with a 5-3 lead. Matt Hill broke a 3-3 tie with a 2-run single here in the home half of the 5th as Meese swings through the 0-1 pitch and quickly falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes.
How about that former Red against
Yeah, they were former teammates for the last 5-6 years. Muse's 0-2 pitch, and Meese swings through that and misses. But a good inning for the Sting. They score 2 runs on 3 hits, and they lead 2. We head to the 6th inning. It's the Sting 5, Bulls 3. Hey, welcome back to Crosley Field. Top half of the 6th inning here. The Sting with a 5-3 lead on the Bulls, and a little bit of an update on some action going on elsewhere. Some weather rolling in, Ray.
Yeah, we've got up at Foundation Field, the Hooks game up there. We've got a rain delay. Actually, we got a lightning delay, a 30-minute delay. Just got a message from Jim Demler, that the game is still tied, 3-3 in the 6th, bottom of the 6th. And they're on a 30-minute delay. So no rain, just lightning.
The Braves have struck first up in Springboro. They lead the Mudcats 2-0 bottom of the 5th. Here there's a storm rolling in. That's what we're hearing. So they may be looking at some weather up there as well. Michael Duncan leading off for the Bulls here in the 5th inning. He fouls one off and takes a pitch. It's 1-1. It'll be Duncan, Shunk, and Fuller here in the 6th inning for the Bulls. And they're running out of time. Just 2 more ABs. Trailing 5-3.
Yeah, and hopefully this weather holds off for the 8:30 game as well. We can see that borderline out there that's a little dark north, so hopefully it stays north. Let's see if we can get that other one in.
Pitch taken high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Miller. Ground ball. Swung and hit into center field for a base hit to Duncan with a leadoff single. And, if you're the Bulls, you really got to get going this inning, Ray, because it is 8:01. And due to the timing rules we have here and the fact that we have a second game, we don't allow a new inning to start after 8:15. So unless this is real quick on both sides, if they don't get something here and it gets to 8:15, they're going to be out of luck. So the Bulls going to have to make some hay here, but you'd have to think middle of the order coming up, this is the time to do it. Tyler Shunk comes to the plate. Shunk with a double and a ground out today, 1 for 2. Justin Crosby down there running for Duncan at first.
It's definitely the time they need to put something on the board.
First pitch to Shunk taken at the knee, strike 1. Shunk, I don't think, cared much for that call. Looks off into the abyss.
A few borderlines. We've got to remember it's umpire's first game, too.
Oh, yeah. Most likely. 0-1 pitch. That hit his bat?
I don't know if it hit his bat or if it both or what.
The umpire, now he checks with the field umpire. He says no on the check swing, so it's one of it sounded like it hit something.
I thought it did too. Maybe it just came in.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Shunk as Crosby leads off first. Sting hanging on to a 5-3 lead. Brett Miller still in the ball game. In his 6th inning of work here on opening day.
Rubber arm.
I think the weather over that way does not look too promising. I might have sent a flash over there. I'm not going to say anything.
No. Let's see if it gets close. Like I said, I was looking at the radar. It looks like it's up more right in Mason, which is maybe 5, 10 miles north?
About 5, yeah. That pitch fouled off over on field number 2, and a puck count now 1-2 on Tyler. Looks like Tim Jarrett warming up down there in the Bulls bullpen. Let's see, it sounds weird. He's calling it the Bulls bullpen. Bulls pen.
Bulls pen.
The Bulls pen.
There you go. It's just Bulls pen.
All right, Miller comes set. Looks Crosby back at first. Roxanne delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Hit down the left side. Foul. Well, that's going over to field 4 in the right field, and it'll fall harmlessly to the turf. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Thanks to Vic for coming up and
Victor Harris
stuff.
Joining us here. Now he's getting ready for his ball game there, starting to get loose. All right, Miller now ready to work. 1-2 pitch coming plateward to Shunk, and that's taken in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Jenkins. That one was bounced up there pretty good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck hitter is Kenny Fuller. Taylor Snare after that. Part of the Bulls order. This is the combination that got him 3 spot back in the 4th inning. Miller comes set. Gets the sign from Jenkins. Roxanne delivers the 2-2 pitch, and that is taken in the dirt. Ball 3. So count now is run full on the league's reigning player of the year.
He's throwing a lot of pitches today.
Yeah, Brett has, and I still don't see anybody warming up over there.
Notice the last couple innings, he's really low. I mean, you want to be low, but not
that low.
Not
yeah,
in the dirt low.
Exactly. You want to miss low.
Yeah.
Shunk calls time, steps out of the box. Crosby
get the
gets
lights on this field.
Lead off first. Yeah, they turning these bad boys on any moment, I guess.
Yeah, they got them on the other fields.
All right, Miller comes set. Roxanne delivers the payoff pitch, and it's taken in the dirt. Low, ball 4, so Shunk draws the walk. He'll trot on down to first base, and the Bulls are in business. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 6th.
Shunk's tying run, right?
Shunk would be the tying run, and the way this inning has gone, you're going to have to play this like this is the last inning, because it will be. There's no way.
Well, could be. Yeah.
Unless we get a triple play and a quick bottom half, that they're going to get the 7th inning
right.
in here.
Yeah, we only got 10 minutes left.
So Kenny Fuller, the batter. Kenny reached on the error that Dave dropped the ball coming across from Matt Hill in the 4th inning. Tough play, to be fair, though. Struck out his first time around. So officially Kenny 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch from Miller in the dirt. That gets through the catcher, Jenkins. Both runners will move up. Tying run down at second base now in scoring position. So the wild one gets through. The only thing this tells me is Show's arm probably isn't where he wants it to be. Otherwise, this would be the time you throw Adrian in there to nail this one down.
He said he didn't know how soon or when he'd be ready.
No need
if at all.
To hurt himself, for certain. All right, Fuller, the batter. And the pitch swung on, foul back. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So count evens up as Fuller steps away. Crosby leads off 3rd. Shunk the tying run down at 2nd.
Miller. A couple of the guys sporting the stashes.
Yeah, well, Miller's got quite the stash going. I told him before the game he needs to get some wax on the end of that for a handlebar. Like one of the Raleigh fingers, old school there.
There you go.
All right, Miller comes set, looks in and delivers. And the pitch is a foul ball. That hit Fuller's bat. It looked like he tried to check his swing, couldn't check it in time, and hit his bat. So 2 strikes now on Fuller. Kenny, at bare minimum, you like to at least, if you're the Bulls, get the run in here and get Shunk to 3rd. Ground ball right side, something like that behind the runner.
That's definitely what you're doing right now, is looking to push that ball to the right side.
At least hit behind him, get a fly ball, something here. So Miller
something to drive or push
looks
it to
in,
the right.
comes set. Roxanne delivers the 1-2 pitch. That's taken low, ball 2. That'll even up the count here on Fuller. Shunk with a nice lead off 2nd. Looks like the infield playing in, trying to cut this one off. The tying run's actually at second, not at third. Kind of surprises me a bit that they play in on this one, but
he'll move back a little bit, but right side definitely playing.
Yeah, the shortstop Smith playing in pretty far. Here comes Schau. They're going to try to cut this one down. That ball fouled off by Fuller. Bit of a defensive swing there, trying to protect. So last update we got from Springboro is the Braves were leading the Mudcats 2-0 in the 5th inning with Storms rolling in. Not sure if they're able to get that one in or not. We'll have to check in with Taylor Fisher here, maybe at the commercial.
Yeah, check in with him or Jeremy, see what we can see going on there.
All right.
It did look like when I was looking at those Storms.
Miller comes set here. 2-2 pitch on the way. It is taken outside, ball 3. A lot of pitches thrown by Brett this inning.
Yeah. Going back to the Storms looked like it was a real thin line coming through, and Springboro might be fine. So it might be like what we're dealing with.
I got an update from Jeremy. It says rain out. Bottom 5, 2-0 Braves. I guess if the Mudcats batted first, that game's official.
Yep.
Miller's 3-2 pitch taken, ball 4. So Miller walks 4. He loses him after going ahead 1 and 2. So they're loaded with nobody out for Taylor Snare. So yeah, I guess the Braves would probably be declared the official winner if the Mudcats batted first. I think that's the way you have to do it. 2-0 bottom of the 5th. If the Mudcats batted 5 times, it's unfortunate, but can't get them all in. But that's the way it goes.
That's the way it is.
Them's the rules, as they say. All right, bases loaded, nobody out. Taylor Snare, the batter. All right, Miller's got to work himself out of a jam here. Sting with a tenuous 5-3 lead, trying to get their first win over the Bulls since the 2016 season. Miller comes set, looks in, first pitch to Snare. Threw him the breaking ball there. Did you notice that, Ray?
Yeah.
I think he picked up on those long foul balls on the fastball. Started him off with the breaking ball, got it over for a strike.
That 360-foot foul ball might have got to him.
I think so. It made a bit of a difference, I would think.
It's starting to darken up a little more north.
Lights are coming on here at Crosley. 0-1 pitch. Taking strike 2. Boy, Brett had a little giddy up on that one.
Yes, he did.
Gets it over for a strike on the outside corner. Snare officially 0 for 2. He had a backwards K first time around, then he ripped a line drive to Dave Rink last time that turned into a double play. Made good contact second time around. 0-2 pitch. Miller comes set. Looks into Jenkins. Got the sign. And delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. A little bleeder to Hill.
Nice
He touches
play.
third, gets the double play. Matt Hill with a heads-up play. Touches the bag, gets Crosby off at third, and that's a double play. 5 unassisted. So Shunk's still down there at second. You got Fuller down there at first, and now 2 outs. And that is a big play in the game because that's a double play. If they don't get these 2 runs in here, it's 8-10. This game's going to be over.
That could be ball game there.
It's almost pointless for the Sting to bat in the bottom half of the inning because they're not going to get it back to the 7th. So they'll bring Muse to the plate. Muse, he reached on and, well, I don't know. My partner's handwriting isn't very good here. He's 3 unassisted first time around. He scored somehow last time. I don't know how. I think he got a single.
Was that the 3 errors?
Ground ball short, picked up by Smith. He'll take it over to Schau at second, and that'll take care of the Bulls here in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's the Sting 5, Bulls 3. Half of the 6th inning here for the Sting, and they'll send Rink, Jenkins, and Marcus Moore to the plate. Sting with a 5-3 lead, and kind of an interesting situation here, Ray. It's 8-12. Can't start a new inning after 8-15, so unless the Sting make 3 outs in the next 2 minutes, the Bulls aren't going to bat in the 7th inning.
Yeah. So it's pretty much a done deal here. But first night out, guys might as well get the inning play the other half.
You're out here to play. Yeah, exactly.
You're out here to play. So go ahead and get it done. But exactly, there's nothing that the Bulls can do at this point. So.
And they had their chance in the top half of that 6th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, and with that pop-up that Snare hit turned into a double play, that was a killer for the Bulls.
Yeah, that pop-up was right there for Hill to catch it and just hang. He was just hanging on third.
Yeah, essentially where he caught it was right on the third base bag. Dave Rink, the leadoff batter here, facing his former teammate Jeff Muse. Rink fouls back the first pitch, falls behind 0-1. But yeah, that was a very fortunate spot for that one to land. And candidates for player of the game, I think Matt Hill's a good candidate. Had the 2-run single to break the tie, get the big double play, which essentially killed that rally.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's got to be Matt Hill. Bases loaded, crucial time, nice line drive up the middle. It's a tough game. Everybody's played pretty well tonight. We've had some Early jitters, but tough game tonight.
0-1 pitch to Rink taken for strike 2. It has to be interesting for these former teammates to be going against each other. I know Dave caught a little bit on the Reds team occasionally when they were down a catcher, so I'm sure he caught Jeff. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, he's going to definitely know how the ball runs from coming out of his hand.
Oh, sure.
It's a guessing game at this point.
That it is. Takes low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, it's Tim got me on Sunday. I thought for sure he was coming back with that break.
Then he ran in a fastball on you. Made it look faster than it was, but he's crafty.
And he threw the cut.
And strike 3 as Rink takes backwards K. 3rd consecutive strikeout for Muse dating back to the 5th inning. So that'll bring, let's see, is this Jenkins to the plate or it is Corey Smith?
Jenkins is back. Jenkins.
No, it's Smith. It looks like left-handed batter. That's going to be Smith.
Is that Smith?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we need a 3rd guy here telling us who's back.
Yeah,
like the pros do with the spotters.
We need that spotter.
Exactly. All right, Smith with a deep fly ball to right field. That's going to go foul, but boy, that ball went probably about 350 feet. Crushed it.
Yeah, that was a shot. I've seen a couple good long balls hit tonight. Sticking in the wind. The wind has held back a couple of them.
All right, so Smith steps back in there. Is that ball long way? Our good friend Tanner Lom from the Meridians heading up here to get their baseballs, which I brought up. 0-1 pitch taken for strike 2, says home plate umpire Ryan Madsen. No balls, 2 strikes.
Still hoping that weather holds off for us.
Yeah, let's hope so. I'd like to be able to get this second game in.
See some clear skies behind that little path.
Yeah,
so.
maybe it'll blow through. Ground ball second. Hamburg will take that one. Easily flip on over to Jarrett at first. That'll take care of Smith. 2 outs here quickly in the Sting 6th inning. That'll bring Marcus Moore to the plate. Marcus grounded out to the catcher shunt. That sounds weird to say the first time around, and then he grounded to shortstop last time, 0 for 2. We've hit 8:16, so we're past the time limit.
Yeah, so a little update from Foundation Field. The game is suspended due to lightning. There's lightning everywhere, they said. So it is bottom of the 6th. Hooks are up the bat with the score 3-3.
So they're going to try to resume. Are they waiting it out? Is that what they're saying?
No, suspended. So they're going to.
They're just going to call it for the night.
Yeah,
okay.
Just call it for the night.
It's interesting. So the Chiefs hanging in there first game. I do a pretty good ball club. Pitch taken strike 2 to Marcus Moore, so quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Muse comes set, rocks and delivers. 0-2 pitch. That's strike 3 on the outside corner. Got him looking, nothing across for the Sting here in the 6th inning. And keep it right here for a second. Brett Miller's looking at me. It's 8:16. It's up to the umpire. Don't look at me. We'll see if they head to the 7th. They are under strict orders. That should be the ball game. 8:15. So we're going to keep it right here.
We'll
hang out and see what they say, but rules are rules. It's unfortunate not to get that last AB, but those are the rules. So that's going to be your final score. It's going to be the Sting 5, the Bulls 3. I'm sure the Bulls won't be happy with that. I get it, but it is what it is. We got to share the field here because this next inning could take 45 minutes, and then you screw the people in the second game. So we don't want to do that. We want to have plenty of time, just as much time for the Flying Tigers and the Dragons. So that's going to be the ball game. Sting win 5-3. We'll be back with more after this with the 2 Cutoff Men. And welcome back to Crosley Field. Jason Ehrhardt, Ray Sterling, as we just witnessed the opening game of the CABL season. A 5-3 win for the Sting over the Bulls. Their first win in 4 years over the Bulls. And one of the guys who had a big hand in that, our good friend Matt Hill, the player of the game. Matt, thanks for joining us.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
So first game for you in gold and black. Came up with a big hit, clutch hit there as you broke what was a 3-3 tie that ultimately ended up being the game-winning runs there. Take us through that at bat.
Yeah, Jeff Muse, first time facing the fastballs, and so I got the first one across. And Chunk always likes to do things a little bit differently. So I was actually kind of thinking off speed there in the second pitch, and sure enough, I think I got a curveball maybe that didn't go, maybe a slide in there, and just able to hit the right field.
You got it in there for the hit to take the 2-1 lead there at 5-3. Got a little dicey there at the top of the 6th. The Bulls able to string together a couple walks and a hit off of Brett there to start the inning. But really what proved to me to be ultimately the play of the game was the pop-up that Snare hit. heads-up play by you. How did you concentrate on catching that, avoiding the runner, and touching the bag all at the same time?
I think I might have blacked out a little bit, to be honest. That thing had a ton of spin on there, so it's looking like a curveball coming in. I saw the little red dot on it. Just kind of do the best I can, and I was able to find the bag, and we got lucky there. So
yeah, that was a heads-up play. Absolutely. And you joined the Sting after 5-6 years with the Reds. Good group of guys you got here. Brett Miller coming aboard, of course. Rink Jenkins. Looks like a good cohesive group you got here.
Yeah, not bad. It's been fun. We probably were drinking before the game, but you get some name tags for each other. So we'll work on that. But once we get through and know how to play with everybody, I think we're gonna have a fun year. This is, like I said, those are a good team, so this is a heck of a win for us to start off the year.
Absolutely. Well, successful start for the Sting. Congratulations. Great game tonight. Thanks for joining us in the postgame.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right, Matt Hill, player of the game here tonight. The Sting beat the Bulls by a final score of 5-3. And Ray, we got a good one right off the bat. We thought we'd have a good competitive game, and it didn't disappoint.
No, not at all. That's exactly what we expected. And we talked about pitcher's duel, which we had one inning, just kind of a mix. Brett Miller going the full, just like we said, rubber arm, and he comes out and throws the complete game for the Sting.
6 innings right off the bat, gets the complete game. He had 8 of them last year for the Meridians. You wouldn't expect anything less. All right, that's going to bring us to the conclusion of Game 1. It's been a lot of fun, partner. It won't be long before the next one, right?